Welcome back to the channel.
We just wrapped up our first year diving into the exciting world of the credit card points and miles game, and it's been a game changer.
After a decade of sticking to one cashback credit card, we decided to revamp our whole strategy and maximize our travel rewards.
Today, we're breaking down how much we earned just by sticking to our regular spending habits, the strategy we used to rack up those points and miles, and the cards that delivered the most value for us.
If you're ready to supercharge your travel budget without spending extra, stick around.
Welcome to World Wanderers.
We're Alicia and Will.
Come wander the world with us. For years, we relied on a Navy Federal Credit Union card that gave us 1.75% cash back on every purchase.
It was a simple and effective strategy, and we made sure to charge every expense we could on it, whether it was like a little $1 drink at a gas station or our recurring electric bill. Pretty much anything we put on there, we did.
Right. As long as there was no extra fee for using a credit card, it went on the card to earn rewards.
For some background, we've been married for nearly 14 years now, and we've always combined all of our finances, savings, and accounts.
So we shared this credit card account and used both of our salaries to pay off the full balance every single month.
And that is a key thing here. Carrying a balance or paying interest makes any rewards program a losing game.
Right. So whether you're earning cash back or travel points, the math only works if you're paying your card off in full every time.
Over the past 5 years, we've consistently spent about $65,000 to $69,000 annually on our credit cards.
That covers pretty much everything: groceries, gas, shopping, travel, bills, basically all of our day-to-day expenses, except for our mortgage and the car payments we used to have.
With our Navy Federal card earning 1.75% cash back, we'd pocket about $1,100 to $1,200 a year.
Not bad at all, considering that's extra money in our pocket with no additional cost.
Plus, we enjoy the added perks that come with credit cards. Purchase protection for those inevitable moments when your card number gets stolen, the occasional bonus offer, and rental car coverage.
It's been a solid setup, even though we knew we could do more to maximize our rewards. But one day I was walking around our home airport and spotted a shiny, comfortable lounge. I couldn't help but think, I want to be in there instead of waiting at my gate for hours.
That moment really sparked your obsession with the airport lounges.
Right. So from that point on, I dove into deep research, spending hours reading blogs, scouring websites, and watching YouTube videos to figure out how to get access to these lounges.
And more importantly, which credit cards would help us maximize the points and benefits.
I became completely hooked on finding the best cards to rack up rewards, level up our travel experiences, and start building a stash of points that'll help us transition to our full-time travel next year.
In this game, there are two main strategies when it comes to earning points and miles with credit cards.
The first is point multipliers.
These are cards that offer extra points for certain categories of spending, like dining, groceries, travel, or entertainment.
These cards can help you rack up points faster in the areas where you spend the most.
Strategy number two is cashing welcome offers, sometimes called sign-up bonuses.
This involves signing up for credit cards that offer large sign-up bonuses after meeting a certain spending threshold within a few months.
These bonuses can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, giving you a huge jumpstart on your rewards.
This is the strategy we use. We'll sign up for the card, put every single dollar we spend on it, no matter the category, until we've met the bonus. Then we'll transition to a new card with a new bonus.
The required spend is normally between $3,000 and $8,000. So this can take us a few months to rack up those amounts, unless we have a trip that we're booking, major car maintenance, Christmas season, or some other big purchase.
Right. Sometimes we've met a sign-up bonus in one purchase. So in 2024, we each signed up for 6 cards, or 12 total between the two of us. So it averaged out to about 1 card or 1 sign-up bonus per month.
Now, we did spend slightly more last year than the previous year.
I'm going to blame it a little on inflation, and we did move to a new state, and the fact that I was away for 5 months for work. So we were kind of maintaining 2 separate lives and traveling to see each other quite often.
Yeah, so our total credit card spend for the year was $81,531.
As you can see in this table, we've listed each credit card we got and the total amount we charged to each card.
The next column is reward points.
Now, these points are only a reflection of points earned through spending, the normal points and multiplier points you get for a charge, as well as the sign-up bonus we got once we met the spending threshold.
For example, the IHG card does not include the points we earned by staying nights in their hotels.
The next column represents the value of each point. The point values are determined using the widely recognized valuation from the Points Guy. This is a popular website and resource that assigns values to various credit card point currencies.
These valuations are based on how much you can get by transferring points to airlines or hotel partners, using them for shopping, or even just cashing them out.
It's a great way to gauge the true worth of your points.
And then the final column is just math. You can see their total point worth for points earned this year is $27,029.
Now you might say, hey, hang on, some of these cards have an annual fee. Totally true, and we'll talk a little later in the video why some of these annual fees are totally worth it.
The total amount we paid in annual fees, which is included in that $81,000 spend, was $3,029.
So our total rewards minus our total fees came out to $24,000 on the dot.
To compare that same spend to our previous cashback, if we had spent the same amount on our 1.75% cashback card, we would have made $1,374 in rewards.
So as you can see, that's a huge difference.
Yeah, and even if some of these cards came with no benefits whatsoever for their steep annual fees, you can still see that by spending $3,000, we were able to make an additional $22,000. So I'd say it's a pretty good trade-off overall.
The first card I got was the Amex Platinum with the highest annual fee of $695. Aside from the lucrative welcome bonus, I chose this because it gets you access to amazing airport lounges, which was one of my priorities. Both Priority Pass branded lounges and Amex exclusive Centurion lounges.
We love the airport lounges. You can pay per visit if you wanted to. It didn't have a credit card, but those fees are normally between $50 and $100 a person. So we would not regularly do this.
And that's for each visit. But we want unlimited visits, which is included with this card. So it was totally worthwhile.
Yeah, not only do you have a comfortable, quiet place to sit where you can charge your devices if needed, the lounges also come with free food and free drinks, including alcoholic beverages and coffees.
It's gotten to the point where we purposely get to the airport an hour or two before we need to in order to spend time in the lounges.
And on layovers, this saves us from buying expensive airport food because most of the lounges serve food that is enough for an entire meal.
Aside from lounges, this card is also basically a coupon book.
Yeah, you get a $200 airline credit each year, which we use to buy United Airlines gift cards.
You also get free global entry and pre-check, which we would pay out of pocket for if it wasn't included for free.
An entertainment credit that pays for Hulu and Disney Plus each month.
You also get a $100 Saks Fifth Avenue credit and a bunch of other credits and status upgrades with hotels and rental car companies.
As far as other Amex card goes, I have both the Platinum and the Gold card.
If you want to sign up for both, you need to start with the Gold and then get the Platinum after in order to get both sign-up bonuses. They wouldn't give me a Gold bonus if I signed up for their Gold card at this point because I already have their top tier card.
The Gold card is great because it has a large welcome offer and gives you tons of points for groceries and restaurants.
If we're ever between bonuses, this is the card that we use on those categories.
It also has a plethora of good monthly credits to offset its annual fee.
Yeah, you get $120 a year towards restaurants like Cheesecake Factory, which is one of my favorites, $120 a year for Uber, $84 a year for Dunkin' Donuts, and more.
Another great category of cards that do charge annual fees are the Chase Sapphire Reserve cards.
Yeah, they charge $550 a year, but right off the bat, you get a $300 travel credit that is super easy to use.
So anything that's coded as travel, that can be a hotel, a plane ticket, a toll road. Anytime you use on something like that, they'll refund the money until you hit that $300 credit limit. So it's super easy to use.
Yeah, this card also comes with a Priority Pass lounge access and Chase lounge access at airports.
Yeah, so after our first year with Amex, we may drop a Platinum card, and that's just keep this one long term.
Right, you don't necessarily need both because they have a lot of overlapping benefits.
This card is also great because it comes with primary rental car insurance, which means if you charge your rental car to this card and have an accident, they'll cover the costs.
Right. It also comes with global entry and pre-check, as well as giving you 3 times points on travel. So we'd say it's the best travel card out there.
You might also notice the Bilt Mastercard on this list.
Yeah, this is a unique one. It has a $0 annual fee, and you'll see that I only spent $60 on it and somehow got $550 worth of points.
It also doesn't have a welcome bonus. It's a totally new kind of card marketed for rent.
Right. What Bilt does is gives you a unique account number and routing number so that you can pay your rent without getting charged a credit card processing fee.
Yeah, and if your landlord doesn't take online payments, they'll actually mail a check on your behalf.
And if you don't rent, like in our case, for most of this year, we used it to pay our monthly homeowners association fees for our condo.
So these are points we earned when we would have just been paying cash instead and received nothing in return.
The only catch is that to get the points for rent, you have to use the card 5 times per month. So I just reload my Apple balance in five $1 increments each month, or I've reloaded my Amazon balance. Whatever small purchases you make will count. So hence the $60 this year I spent on it that would have been put on another credit card.
Now let's talk about the remainder of cards. They're all business cards.
And before you tune out, don't discount business cards just because you think they don't apply to you.
Yeah, here's the thing. Anyone can apply for a business card if they have a side hustle where they intend to make money. You don't even need to be turning a profit.
Yeah, you can apply as a sole proprietor using your own name and social security number. So think about it. It could be your YouTube channel. I've used selling old clothes on Poshmark as a business, running an Etsy shop, flipping items on Facebook Marketplace, babysitting, whatever your side hustle is, it counts.
Business cards can be a game changer, and you might be more eligible than you realize.
The Chase Business Inc. cards, for example, have some of the highest welcome offers out there for a low to zero annual fee. So definitely check them out if you're thinking about this strategy.
Some banks also limit how many personal cards you can get in a 24-month period, but business cards don't count towards that limit, so that's an advantage as well.
Now, you might be wondering how credit scores play into this.
You do need a decent credit to be approved for the majority of these cards.
And sorry to our non American viewers, a lot of these cards are offered only to people from the United States.
And as far as churning cards negatively affecting your credit score, in our experience, it hasn't at all.
Let's clear up a common myth. Opening multiple credit cards over time doesn't hurt your credit score in the long term.
While applying for a new card does result in a small temporary dip due to the hard inquiry, your score typically rebounds fairly quickly.
In fact, having more credit cards can actually improve your credit score by increasing your total available credit and lowering your credit utilization, both major factors in your credit score calculation.
This chart shows the factors they're using to calculate your credit score. And as you can see, the amount of new card piece of the pie is only about 10%.
As long as you're paying your balance on time and not maxing out your credit cards, responsibly opening multiple cards can actually improve your score.
And finally, I want to leave you with a few tips and tricks to make the most out of the points game.
First, not all points are created equal. Not only are they worth a different number of cents per point, but how they can be used matters as well.
When choosing credit cards, it's often smarter to focus on cards that offer transferable points rather than ones that are tied to a specific brand.
Transferable points like Chase Ultimate Rewards, Amex membership rewards give you far more flexibility.
You can transfer them to a variety of airline or hotel partners, letting you pick the best redemption options for your travel needs at the time.
In contrast, branded cards, like those from a specific airline or a hotel chain, lock you into that one brand, which can be a limiting factor if their availability or pricing doesn't match your plans. I have an excellent IHG card that is where I stay exclusively when traveling for work, but it'll never allow me to travel to Hawaii on an airline using those points, for example.
Transferable points keep your options open and help you get the most value out of your rewards.
A second tip is that if you have two people in your family or friends group doing this, make sure to refer each other.
As soon as one of us gets a card, we refer the other, and it goes back and back and forth, which gives us even more points because most cards offer that referral bonus.
Speaking of which, if you don't have someone in your life who has these cards and you're thinking of applying, we'd love you to use our referral link for any of these cards, which is in the description below.
The next thing we want to talk about is canceling cards.
And it's totally okay to cancel cards, but after the first year.
Yeah, once you've opened a card and received the welcome offer, you may find you have no interest in maintaining that card long term.
Wait until you've had it the whole year, and when the annual fee is coming up, cancel then if you're not benefiting from it anymore. Basically, you have 1 month after that annual fee hits to cancel the card and get the fee refunded.
It's best for your credit score and your relationship with the bank, though, if you leave it open for at least that whole year. And if it has no annual fee, leave it open long term.
Right. If it does have an annual fee and you want to keep it, call the bank and ask for a retention offer.
Yeah, this is a good one. Oftentimes, the banks will give you another small bonus to offset the fee if you agree to spend a certain amount.
And our final tip is don't wait to apply for a new card until after you've met your sign up bonus.
They may take a week or 2 weeks to approve you and then mail the card to you. And we've gotten caught in a situation a few times where unexpected expenses come up that we would have loved to charge to a brand new card, but didn't have one available.
Right. Thanks so much for watching.
We know this can be a confusing topic, so if you have any questions, feel free to comment below.
And if you want to dive more in depth into this topic, I'd recommend checking out 10x Travel's free course, which I'll link in the description below. They have a super in-depth guide to points and miles game, and it was my most helpful resource when I started.
And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to wander the world with us.
Safe travels.